Our next award winner has the distinction of being the youngest award winner ever and one of the most courageous. And to introduce her to us is our managing attorney of violent crimes, Marlene Seneschal. Marlene?
On September 18th, 2014, 10-year-old Thalia Williams was home alone with her father, Justin Williams. Around dinner time, a disgruntled former business associate of Mr. Williams showed up at the door of the Williams home, and he brutally attacked Thalia's father. Mr. Williams sustained a stab wound to his head that nearly penetrated his skull, a slash wound to his neck that partially cut his jugular vein, a slash wound to his arm that severed his triceps tendon, and a slash wound to his right hand that severed one finger and resulted in the amputation of another. All of this violence occurred with Thalia in an adjoining room. She heard the attack, and she witnessed the aftermath. And she took care of her dad until her mother came home a short time later. Our office charged Vincent Walker with attempted murder in the first degree, and a jury trial was held this past March. One of our primary witnesses was Thalia, and she was remarkable. She was poised, and she was articulate, far beyond her years. The jury convicted Mr. Walker in about 40 minutes. After an emotional sentencing hearing in which the family and friends of the Williams talked about the devastating impact of the crime, Mr. Walker was sentenced to 20 years in prison. And less than a week after that sentencing, Thalia once again saved the day and her neighborhood. She located and helped alert law enforcement to a soda bomb that some misguided individual had left in her neighborhood. The Minneapolis Police Department bomb squad was dispatched and detonated that bomb without harm to anyone. Again, this brave young child and her conduct is an example of what is good in this world. So we are pleased to award the 2015 Outstanding Citizen Award to Thalia Williams. And I would like to say that although they aren't specifically included on this award, we also want to recognize Thalia's parents, Justin and Julia Williams, and we want to thank them for raising such an extraordinary child.
The trial has had a big impact on my life, and a lot of my friends and family have been so supportive, and all of my friends at school have been helping me. And 2 days after the attack happened, I went to my first volleyball game. We didn't win, but it was fun just kind of having normal after that happened. And then just about 1 or 2 weeks after the trial had ended, I found a bomb in my neighborhood that 3 of my friends had walked by earlier that day, and that one of them was in preschool that could have easily touched it, and the chemical reaction could have erupted, powerful enough to sever fingers and cause 2nd to 3rd degree acid burns. And it was there all morning, and nobody knew what it was. And my grandma had told me about them about 2 or 3 years earlier in a story, and I remembered it, and I told my mom, and she called the non-emergency number after she looked it up to make sure that it was something that could have been a bomb, and then the police came, and they didn't have any idea what it was. So they called the bomb squad, and then, well, And then after they detonated it, it brought everybody out of their houses. It was just amazing. And I'm going to a new school this year, and one of my friends, Connor, had walked by it earlier that day and didn't know what it was. Thank you.
Wow. Not going to be easy to top that.